village of Aberystwyth. I was last around here on Christmas Day last year collecting some tiles. I'd ridden to Christmas Castle. I thought that was a very apt sort of place to go on Christmas Day. It's quite a bit colder then. And then today we're going to ride through the village. And I think it's quite a direct route back. Although it's obviously not as direct as the coast road. I mean, it's direct up and down the hills. just stopped to restock the sandwiches and take the GoPro helmet cam off. I filmed it going down a lovely descent. The back wheel stepped out a bit while I was braking heavily, so I'll be interested to see if it's picked that up. But probably not, being a helmet cam. You can sort of see Cardigan will be over there. I think that's Mynydd Preseli. It's the highest one that I can see from here in Pembrokeshire. Then I'm fairly sure all of this is the other side of the Tavy Valley. I don't know what these wind farms are. I think the one over there could be Brechfa, but who knows. As I was riding up the hill, not this one, but the next one before it, the farmer says, it's alright, there's a mile to the top. And yeah, I just said cool and stuck my thumb up. I think, I'm not sure if he said it in Welsh, but I was a bit tired, but I was at 90 miles then. And I suppose a mile after 90 with 60 to go isn't all that significant. So anyway, I went down that hill and I've come up an even steeper one, which was another mile, which is still, I'm still going, but it's not as bad now. I'm on 93 with 56.8 to go. The battery's at 51%, so it won't be enough for a single charge. I'll have to top it up again when I stop. And I've got a Cornish pasty to eat, so I'll probably eat that once I'm back on the familiar roads. Focus on getting the unfamiliar roads done in the light. It's 7:30 now, so it's 8:30, 9:30. It's probably going to be dark by then. Need lights, so I'm going to top up the sandwiches and press on. Just passed through the village of Prengwen, heading to Rhydywen now. Rhydywen has a familiar ring to it, as does the next village, I think, which I'm going close by, Pont Sian. I remember Pont Sian from a horrible wet ride back in 2020. I think it was. But no, it was a gorgeous evening. All the foals and calves are out, lambs and stuff. Very good. This is the A475, I think. I'm not sure where it goes to. But, there's 52 miles to go. I'm feeling pretty good. And I think 20 of those are the ones I know, or I might just have 20 miles left, which I've never ridden before. So either way, it's not far now. I feel like putting the loop in for 150 because I'm close actually. 97.5 done. $52 to go. That's going to be close to 150. I'll have to do a lap at the end through the town, I think. Looks like we're going down to head back up over again. Oh, this is Ceredigion. This is the A475 to Lampeter. I can see over there Breckfast and the dip of the Tavy Valley. It does feel like we're a lot closer now, 50.9 to go. Suns are just above the horizon, but not for long. It's 20 past 8 now, so I'll be home for 2 o'clock, I think, at the latest. This will probably be the last video I can film with the GoPro before I switch over to the other camera. Canon's much better at night. It's a beautiful evening. I'm in Llanfair, Ceredigion. I was at the church this morning. Can't see it from here. Over there, I think. Beautiful calm evening. Lampeter was very nice to ride through. Looking at the pubs were open and the shops were closing, and very nice sort of summery evening atmosphere. Very pleasant. 38 miles to go, 20 past 9. So I'll head on to Trilogy and stop properly there. Charge up the Wahoo for the final leg. I feel like going back via the Arch and Pontywydd instead of the Devil's Bridge Road. So yeah, feeling good. It'll be, if I do that, it'll be more than 150. What are we on now? 111. Been out for 12 hours, 20 minutes. That's going really well. Good speed. And then this flew into my neck. It's a little, well, not little, cockchafer. He's a bit bruised, I think, or he might have just stopped and gone to sleep. So I'll stick him in the bush and he can fly another day probably, but yeah, it was a hefty whack. It was quite a big insect. I've not seen one of those for a long time. Oh. So he's going to fly off then, but no. Oh, he's Yeah. Right, I'll put him over in that field. I've just left Tregaron. Nice star out. There's one up there as well. Afterglow still. Don't know what time it is. It must be about 10 o'clock. Pubs are still open. I'm keeping an eye out though, because I'm sure some of the people who got in the cars with Llandwi Brevi were drunk. Yeah, I'm still in shorts and t-shirt, just about borderline for temperature now. I put the Wahoo on charge, and so I'm feeling very fit, so I'm hoping to go back via the Arch, Devil's Bridge and Pontywydd for 150. I'm probably on like a 115 now, 120 perhaps, so doing the maths is 12 between Pontywydd and Aber, so that'll take me up to 130, and then there should be enough between Tregaron and Pontywydd to about 15, I think, at least. I can do a couple of laps of the prom when I get in. Going good so far, although I'm trying not to push too hard because I am starting to notice the joints, knees and shins are aching. There's been an incident, so I'll have to hang around and hope that the ride is still here. It was glitching and then it was working alright. I was on like 120, 128 I was on. If it breaks I can recreate the ride manually, but that will be a shame if it's not worked, but nearly halfway there. I shall have a sandwich. There's a lot of traffic about. I've made it to the arch. Maybe you can't see it behind the bike. but it is there. I don't know what that creature was that I heard. I'm starting to feel a bit tired now. Climb up to the arches, kick it in, head down through Devil's Bridge over to Pontywydd and then back along the A44. The Wahoo's been working alright since it crashed, recovered the ride, and I've reset it to switched it off and switched it on again, and I'll have to stitch the two files together. So I need 22 miles on the new file for 150, and I'm on 3.9 at the moment, so a bit to go but doable. It's 12 from Pontywydd, so that's 15 plus between here and Pontywydd, so should get quite close. I've never noticed that before. It's the Aberystwyth light pollution. It's quite a lot, although when you're in Aber and it's a clear night you can see the stars very well, but it could be reflection off a mist if there's a mist in town. Then it'll reflect quite a bit, and that means if there is a mist it's going to be very cold once I get in the valley. It's quite warm up here, 41 Fahrenheit. I'm still in my shorts. Thinking about it, I think that's a mist that's reflecting the light. Just rode past the pub before, the Red Kite Cafe. I can't remember what it's called, but I think someone got picked up from there and took back to just a couple of miles further back down the road, and the bloke was out the car and he shouted at me, got a bit further to go, and I said only to Aber, and he says alright, well done. Only to Aber, 10 miles roughly. I'm on 11 now, so I'll hit 150 if I go up and down the prom a couple of times. Oh, we've made it to one end of the promenade. Go all the way up to the other end now. Tide's in. And it's beautiful, clear sky everywhere except here. Mind you, I do like the fiery sort of colour. I'll be on about 149, I think. Actually, I think I've just hit 150, but I'll be going up and down and round a bit. I don't know if you can hear the pier from here. I can. It makes me glad that I never lived in the Cambria. That's quite good deck chair. Nice logo on it. That there is for the Race for Life. The prom will be closed between 5 AM today and 5 PM. So, what time is it now? 3 minutes past 2. I'll be alright, I think. Oh, I said I'd be back for 2 o'clock, didn't I? Right, I'm going to end it here now. 24 miles done, so it's 128 plus 24 is 152, I think. Roughly it'll be. Pause, stop, Android, yes. 24.2 plus 128.5. Yeah. almost 153. You can hear the pier from down here as well. Oh, it's been a cracking ride. Tawny owl chicks the highlight, I think, but the whole thing's just been great fun. It's a pity I never found a good cake shop in Cardigan. I'll have to go back. Maybe I missed a tile and I can have an excuse to go back. So yeah, I would have filled in a lot of the bottom part of Ceredigion now. Made some decent progress. I feel very fit actually, still. We've 2:15, so yeah. Well, I'll say thanks very much for watching. Until next time, cheerio.